this video was meant to be as a little, let's say, a hint about what we will, or appetizer about what we will start to speak right now. So, as the topic says, the story of digitalization and cooperation, we will more, let's say, closely speak about the digitalization and our point of view that how this has changed our world, how this has changed things, what we do today and how we do it, and why we're thinking that the cooperation is the main power behind the Estonia story, let's say it in this way. So, oftenly when we speak about Estonia, then people are saying to us that, okay, this is something revolutionary, you did a revolution, it's not possible in other places and so. We ourselves thinking about it more like, let's say, evolution, the journey of digitalization, which happened thanks to the forward-thinking government and thanks to the proactive ICT sector. And in order to prove that, as Florian already started with this kind of, let's say, did you know things, we would like to add here some points that did you know, some concrete examples. Let's imagine that you're boiling an egg. So what you can do at the same time as you boil an egg?
I think this will come down to how you like your eggs.
Okay, let's take some kind of this kind of approximately number, 5 minutes?
Let's say 5 minutes.
Okay, there are approximately 2,000 e-services in Estonia what you can use. But those 2,000 e-services with that time, I think with the 5 minutes we couldn't list them.
Yeah, the list is too long.
But there are some concrete things what we can do with that time. For example, I could file my taxes.
And it goes like that. I log into my internet bank. The information has already been pre-filled. I just click some buttons, approve it, and then it's done. And I have to admit, I don't know how to do it otherwise. I've never done it on paper.
We find somebody on this room who have done it also in paper some years ago. But okay, I could give the name to my newborn baby with the same time when I'm boiling the egg. So wherever I am, whenever the good idea of the name comes to my head, it's possible to do. Or start a company with the same official world record of establishing a company from start to the end is 18 minutes. But with that time, you can do the most part of it. The name, all the communication with the state can be done already. You can sign the documents via ID card or mobile ID.
So right here, right now, I could establish my company and sign the contracts.
Or look how my child is doing at the school, for example. You have the ID card with you, so thanks to that little piece. We will speak about it a little bit later. I could also show you how my children are doing at school, what kind of grade, and in real time. So even when I'm here, I can see that are they doing well. And those examples are more and more. E-banking, 99% of all the bank transfers are done via e-banking today. So they have this kind of saying in Estonia that there are only 3 things what you can do digital in Estonia.
And they are marriage, divorce, and selling your house.
Exactly, those 3 things you can't do. But all the other solutions are by default already digital. And you can do it in this way. So what it means to us, why we're doing it. For the economy, firstly, it means saving. Saving is money, saving is time. Because the studies have shown that with the digital signature alone, you already are saving approximately 1 whole work week per year, thanks to the digital signature. And when we speak about amount of paper which is possible to save, then you see the amount of paper and the Eiffel Tower. Yeah. So it's the amount of paper what you can save. And then it's always like the elections are like over 2 times cheaper. The e-voting is 2 times cheaper than the regular elections. All these kind of things.
Not to mention how many years we add to a person's lifespan, because we save nerves. We don't have to worry about signing the documents anywhere or anytime.
Yeah, this the 24/7 is something which is very easy to get used to with that, let's say, and that's something which is efficient for all people, and where they getting their savings. It isn't right to say that everything have gone like so smoothly, as we say, and believe us when we say that we as Estonia's country has during that evolution in the process have tackled with the similar, let's say, challenges or with the similar fears as all the other countries, or why not all the other organizations when they are, let's say, when they're trying to do this kind of transformation of the country or digitalization, revolution of the country through digitalization. The challenges are similar.
Yeah, because when it comes to digitization, although each company has their own little nuances, the challenges, they all point down to the four most important ones. And the first one, of course, is safety and security. We wanted to assure that all those 2,000 services and systems are really safe to use and secure enough. And we tackled that by implementing really advanced security measures, which we are going to talk about later as well. Another one of those challenges is interoperability and connectivity. We want all of those 2,000 systems to be interconnected to each other. And also we want the systems to be connected to the people, so they have to be user-friendly. So the people really want to turn to those digital services instead of using the old familiar paper and pen. And this we decided to tackle with really tight standards. So when you want to add the service to our service cluster, it has to conform to very high standards. And of course, speed and flexibility. We want people and services to be connected everywhere, anywhere, and at any time. We have to, as we said, the 24/7 rule is really important to us. And we have tackled it with applying really novel technologies. And the last one is data reusability. We don't want to have duplicate data in different databases. Actually, it all comes down to safety again. If we have this data in one place, it's already a security risk. If we have it in two places, it's double the risk. And we want to only use this one data. And we applied this once only principle.
Exactly, and when let's say that always speaking about the security and how I can be secure that nobody misuses my data and so on, then the security is the main issue which needed to be solved in order to start to build the Estonia as a process, and this is something which is always also one of the basics what you need to, let's say, solve before you start to change your company or start to change the industry, reform the industry. And so a little bit more about the security or this model, what we believe in is quite unique and also the scalable to the industry side.
And it's also quite efficient because according to the Global Cybersecurity Index, Estonia is in Europe the leading country when it comes to security. And the way we have tackled the main three security issues. So first of all, availability. We don't want anyone to deny us the e-service. We have to guarantee the availability, and this is why we have built this. You could say it's a virtual territory of Estonia, which we call the X Road, and it has also been put into test. So it connects all of our e-services, right? And in 2007, actually, the whole world witnessed large-scale cyber attacks against Estonia, and I think we came out of it very well. We only had a few minor scratches, but all of our banks and our government services, they were all under attack, so hackers were DDoSing us. When it comes to confidentiality, we don't want unauthorized entities to access our personal information.
So there comes the ID card, what Florence showed us already.
We employ ID card or mobile ID or the novel smart ID. They can be called the virtual passports to this virtual territory of Estonia. And this is what we use to prove one's identity. So it's like a virtual DNA test. And regarding the integrity of our data, so to prevent data manipulation, all services that are connected to this X-Road architecture, they can use the blockchain technology to preserve the integrity of their data.
What is the nice thing? Do this security model, and as you said already that you need to have an ID card in order to access to this virtual reality. Today we have the so-called e-residency program that the people also outside Estonia can use those services what we see, and all those 2,000, not only those what we show you. And today it's approximately over 2,000 e-residents already who want to use those services, and there are over 119 countries, those e-residents, which shows maybe also the trustability of this system. And the main thing that how everything is done, what it is the X-road, which is then we can say the safest highway of information flow.
Yeah, the X-road, it's like the virtual backbone of our data transfers. So as you can see already in this image here, all of those different government and even private systems, they are connected through this X-road. And what the X-road does, it decentralizes this data. So whichever of those services, when it needs some sort of data, it will turn to the X-road, and the X-road will locate this data in this one place because we avoid this duplication, right? And it safely transmits the data to this system.
So we don't have any this kind of one huge big database where what you can tackle or where the all information is. So everybody has their own information what they need to have, and through X-road they have the access to the other parts of the information what they need to have in order to give the services to the citizens. That's basically the main idea, and through that is the security also ensured.
Yeah, we ensure that your doctor, even though that she can see your prescriptions, she cannot see your tax papers.
Exactly, and that's the main idea here, and it's not tackleable in this way. But when you're thinking about the X-road, the thing what we started to think in the ICT cluster together with our companies and our partners was that, okay, we have proved that it works with the state, with 2,000 services, and there can be the new services coming like databases, what you can use there. Why not to use it in industry? What happens? Let's play with the game that let's put this model into the factories. What happens then?
Yeah, because at the brink of Industry 4.0, we have noticed that organizations are starting to worry about that. They are starting to apply the same principles that we did when we built up our secure internet model. And this is why we're thinking, why not try to implement this in your own factory? We have done it already on the government level, so it couldn't be really so hard to implement it in your factory, or maybe even throughout your whole supply chain.
So main idea is that also the factories or industries, organizations, they are looking for the way how to do in unified way, securely exchange the information and to do it in real time, as fast as possible in these days. And with that, it's already, let's say that it's secured. You can add to your system clients, suppliers, partners, other factories, and ensure the secure information flow.
Yeah, data confidentiality has already been taken care of. And also this can be scaled up via unified APIs, so you can use it in your factory, then scale it up to your second factory, and then your whole supply chain, your client's client, and also your suppliers. They can all be connected, and they can all use this one source of data.
Through that, we are ensuring that those main challenges, what we started for, the safety, connectivity, speed, and data reusability is ensured through this X factory, and in the same time you can use your own this kind of manufacturing systems or the process automation systems in your factory, and you can connect them easily.
And in this image you can see one of the possible solutions called the SIM factory that me and my team are working on, but it doesn't mean that you only have to employ this one system. It actually means that you can use your own current system and you can connect the two, and whatever services you need, you can just add to this cluster of services. And I think one of the strongest parts of the Estonian ICT is that we are together with all of our ICT partners working on an integrated solution, so to connect this everything, basically everything you need, because we we communicate with each other and we try to find our place. Everyone has their own place there. And this is usually managed via this ICT cluster.
So the cooperation integration comes through that. And as Kadri started to speak about the Estonian ICT cluster, then maybe just shortly about it is, we can say that this is the main force behind the Estonian ICT companies cooperation and development of ICT sector. We're gathering all together 81 partners. When you're thinking that there is over 3,000 ICT companies in Estonia, then this number maybe isn't so big. But we can say that 61% of the Estonian ICT sector total income coming from those partners, from those companies. So there are strong companies who are the ones who are behind the Estonia success story, who have done those technology solutions and who have the experience of integrating each other technologies. So that our core competences today, we can say, is the e-government solutions, then intelligent transfer system, and industry 4.0, or e-industry. We like the E word, so we can use it also in this way. To put this all together, what we can say, we feel in some points that the future is already here, and we have made the easily configurable society, and why now not to disseminate this same experience into industries, into factories.
And for us, we think that the most important, the biggest contributing factor is the opportunity and the shared passion. So the key is in the cooperation, and I think we are powerful when we are united.
So, as the minister said already before, that the strong partnership between public and private sector is needed in order to speak with industry, to do the reform the industries, do the revolution there. So I think that was the key word for us when we started to build the Estonia and this society, and still I think this will be the key word also for the industry side. For the ending, one very concrete proposal for you all is what Florian already said a little bit, is the Manufuture 2017. It's one of the traditional events which happens every 1 year, and it will be held always in the EU presidency country. And this year then it will be in Estonia, 25th until 26th of October. There will be 3 main streams, and one of the streams is our Industry 4.0 in practice. This conference, what Florian said that we have done 2 years before, and this will be under this Manufuture conference. This conference gathers together the public sector representatives, EU level, overall different countries, then of course the industry side, and then also the science part. All the R&D projects in Industry 4.0 what's possible will be there.